In today's video, we'll talk about a few user preferences that help you personalize NetSuite based on your needs. Let's dive right in. So to access your user preferences, all you need to do is hover over the home icon and click on Set Preferences. This brings up a screen of all the preferences I have access to. So first up, I would like to change the color scheme of my NetSuite. And don't worry, you changing the color scheme of your NetSuite does not change it for anybody else. The way you can change the color scheme is by navigating to the Appearance tab. Within the Appearance tab, you will see a field called Classic Color Theme. Within this dropdown, you'll see that NetSuite has given you many options for color schemes. So for example, if I set my option to Basic Red and click Save, it changes the color right away. Now this is very useful if you're trying to differentiate between environments. What I tell my clients is if they want to easily differentiate between environments, it's probably best to change the color scheme on one of them. That would mean every time a sandbox is refreshed, you would need to change the color scheme of the sandbox environment. All right, let's go back to the preferences page. So next up, what I want to talk about is changing languages. If you feel more comfortable dealing with NetSuite in a different language, it's very easy to change the language. So in the General tab, under Localization section, you'll see a field called Language. If I open this dropdown, you can see there's many options for languages here. It's as simple as selecting the language you want your NetSuite instance to be in and clicking Save. And that changes the language throughout the system immediately. And don't worry, the same concept applies here. If you change the language of your login, it doesn't change it for anybody else. So next up, I want to talk about time zones. So depending on where you're located and where your NetSuite instance was implemented, there could be a mismatch of time zones. For example, you might be located in Europe, whereas your NetSuite instance was implemented in North America. Because of that, every time you look at system notes or email communication, the time would not match up to your time. So what you can do is, under the General tab, under Localization section, you'll see an option for time zone. When you simply select the time zone that's more suitable to you. Similar to the time zone, you could also face a similar issue on the date format. For example, in America, you would view the date format as month, day, year, whereas in Europe, you would view it as day, month, year. So what you can do is, under the formatting section, you can select the date format that best suits you. Similarly, if you wanted to change your number format, you can do that in the number format field. For example, you might be located in a country that uses comma as a decimal rather than a period. This is where you can define that option. So those were just a few points to help you personalize NetSuite that's most useful to you. If there's any topics you want me to cover in the future, please leave them in the comments below. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching.